If you're buying any of these 7 things, you're literally throwing your money in the trash and guaranteeing you'll stay broke forever. I know that sounds harsh, but someone needs to tell you the truth. These aren't just bad purchases. These are wealth destroyers that poor people buy over and over again while rich people avoid them completely. In the next 15 minutes, I'm going to expose the 7 biggest money traps that keep people poor. And I'm going to show you exactly what to do instead with that money to actually build wealth. Now, I need to warn you, number 7 is the one that almost everyone is guilty of. It's costing you tens of thousands of dollars every single year without you even realizing it. So stick around until the end, because that one is going to blow your mind. Let's get straight into it. Welcome back to the channel where we talk about real money advice that will actually change your financial life. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button because I expose financial traps like this every single week. Now, before we dive in, I want to make something clear. This video isn't about judging anyone or making you feel bad. We've all wasted money on stupid things, myself included. This is about awareness and making better choices going forward. The difference between wealthy people and poor people isn't how much they earn, it's what they do with what they earn. Rich people avoid these 7 money traps like the plague. Poor people fall into them repeatedly and wonder why they're always broke. So if this video helps you identify where you're wasting money, smash that like button and drop a comment telling me which one you're guilty of. I read every comment. Alright, let's start with the first massive money waste. The first thing poor people waste huge amounts of money on is brand new cars. And this is one of the most devastating financial mistakes you can possibly make. A brand new car loses 20% to 30% of its value the moment you drive it off the dealership lot. Let that sink in. You pay $40,000 for a new car, and the second you drive away, it's worth $28,000 to $32,000. You just lost $8,000 to $12,000 in literally 5 minutes. That's not an investment, that's financial suicide. But it gets even worse. Over the first 5 years, that new car will lose about 60% of its value. So your $40,000 car is now worth $16,000. You lost $24,000 in 5 years just from depreciation alone, not counting the interest if you financed it, the insurance, which is higher for new cars, the registration fees, and the maintenance. Now let's talk about the actual cost of buying new versus used. Most people don't pay cash for new cars, they finance them. The average new car payment in America right now is around $700 per month for 6 to 7 years. That's $8,400 per year going straight down the drain. But here's what kills me. People justify this by saying, but I can afford the monthly payment. They never think about the opportunity cost. Let me show you what that $700 per month actually costs you. If instead of making car payments, you bought a reliable used car for $15,000 cash and invested that $700 per month in an index fund averaging 10% return, after 30 years, you would have $1.4 million. Read that again? $1.4 million? That's what your new car actually costs you. It's not a $40,000 purchase, it's $1 million mistake. Meanwhile, you know what wealthy people do? They buy reliable used cars that are 3 to 5 years old. They let someone else take the massive depreciation hit. They pay cash or finance for very short terms with low interest. And most importantly, they drive those cars for 10 to 15 years. Warren Buffett, worth over $100 billion, drove a 2006 Cadillac DTS for years before finally upgrading. Mark Zuckerberg drives a Honda Fit. These are billionaires driving normal cars because they understand that a car is transportation, not a wealth-building asset. Here's what you need to do. If you have a car payment right now on a new or newer car, I want you to calculate the true cost. Take your monthly payment, multiply it by the number of months remaining, add the interest you'll pay. Then go online and see what that car is actually worth right now. You'll probably be shocked at how underwater you are. And make a plan. Commit to driving this car until it's paid off and for several years after. The second thing poor people waste money on is lottery tickets and gambling. And this is just sad because it's literally a tax on people who are bad at math. The lottery is designed to take money from poor people and give it to the government and the few lucky winners. Your odds of winning the Powerball jackpot are 1 in 292 million. You're more likely to be struck by lightning, attacked by a shark, and becoming a movie star all in the same year than winning the lottery. But poor people spend billions of dollars every year buying lottery tickets hoping to get rich quick. Let me give you some statistics that will blow your mind. Americans spend over $100 billion on lottery tickets every year. That's more than they spend on books, movie tickets, music, and sports tickets combined. And who's buying most of these tickets? People in the lowest income brackets who can least afford to waste the money. The average person who plays the lottery regularly spends about $200 to $300 per month on tickets. That's $2,400 to $3,600 per year, flushed down the toilet with almost zero chance of return. Rich people understand probability and math, as they know that gambling is entertainment at best and financial suicide at worst. If they gamble at all, it's with money they've specifically set aside for entertainment, and they expect to lose it. They never gamble with money they need, or money that should be invested. Here's what you need to do if you're caught in this trap. First, calculate how much you've spent on lottery tickets, gambling, or sports betting in the last year. Add it all up, be honest. That number is probably going to make you sick. Second, delete all gambling apps from your phone. Unsubscribe from lottery alerts. Stop going to the gas station that sells tickets. Remove the temptation completely. Third, take whatever amount you were spending on gambling and set up an automatic investment into an index fund. Make it automatic so you never see the money and you're not tempted. Fourth, if you have a legitimate gambling addiction, get help. There are free resources like Gamblers Anonymous that can help you break the cycle. This isn't about willpower, it's about getting support. Remember, the lottery is not a retirement plan. Gambling is not an investment strategy. If you want to get rich, you need to invest in assets that have a positive, expected return, not negative expected return games designed to take your money. Stop wasting money on lottery tickets and gambling. Start investing that money instead, and you'll actually become wealthy. The third massive money waste is eating out at restaurants and ordering food delivery multiple times per week or even daily. This is one of the biggest silent killers of wealth, because people do realize how much it adds up. They think, oh, it's just $15 for lunch, or it's only $30 for dinner and some drinks. But when you add it all up at the end of the month, it's absolutely shocking. Let me break down the real cost. The average American who eats out regularly spends about $250 to $400 per month on restaurants and takeout. Some people spend even more, especially in expensive cities or if they're feeding a family. That's $3,000 to $4,800 per year on food that's gone in 20 minutes. But here's what makes this even worse. That same food would cost maybe $50 to $100 per month if you bought groceries and cooked at home. So you're re-spending 4 to 5 times more money just for convenience and because you do feel like cooking. Let's do the math on what this laziness is actually costing you. If you're re-spending $300 per month eating out when you could spend $80 cooking at home, that's $220 per month wasted. Here's another thing poor people do that's even worse. They use food delivery apps like Uber Eats, DoorDash, and Grubhub constantly. These apps are convenience traps that multiply the cost. You're paying more for the food than at the restaurant, plus delivery fees, plus service fees, plus tips. A meal that would cost $12 at the restaurant ends up being $25 to $30 delivered to your door. I've seen people's bank statements where they're re-spending $500 to $800 per month on food delivery alone. It's insane. That's a car payment. It's enough to max out a Roth IRA. That's enough to build serious wealth. But instead it's going to Uber Eats for mediocre food delivered cold to your apartment. Here's your action plan. First, track every dollar you spend on restaurants and food delivery for the next 30 days. Use an app or just save all your receipts. At the end of the month, add it up and prepare to be shocked. Second, commit to cutting your eating out by 50% to 75%. If you're eating out 15 times per month, cut it to 4 or 5 times. Make it special occasions, not the default. Third, learn to cook simple meals. You don't need to be a chef. Learn 5 to 7 simple recipes you can make in 20 to 30 minutes. Pasta, stir-fry, tacos, grilled chicken, and vegetables, whatever. Meal prep on Sunday so you have food ready all week. Fourth, delete all food delivery apps from your phone. These apps are designed to make impulse ordering as easy as possible. Remove the temptation. Fifth, take the money you're saving and automatically invest it. Set up an automatic transfer of $200 or $300 per month from your checking to your investment account. You won't miss the restaurant food after a few weeks, but you'll love watching your investment account grow. Stop wasting money eating out every day. Cook at home, invest the difference, and become wealthy instead of fat and broke. The fourth thing poor people waste money on is expensive cable TV packages and a ridiculous number of subscription services they barely even use. This is death by 1,000 cuts because each individual subscription seems cheap, but when you add them all up, it's hundreds of dollars per month going down the drain. Let's start with cable TV. The average cable bill in America is around $100 to $150 per month for cable plus internet. But here's the thing, you don't need cable. Almost everything is available on streaming services that cost a fraction of the price, or even free on YouTube. Yet poor people keep paying for cable because that's what they've always done, even though they're mostly watching Netflix anyway. That's $1,200 to $1,800 per year on cable that you don't need. But it gets worse with streaming services. People have Netflix, Hulu, Disney+, HBO Max, Amazon Prime, Apple TV+, Paramount+, Peacock, Discovery+, and 5 other services they signed up for during a free trial and forgot to cancel. They're paying $15 here, $12 there, $8 for this, $10 for that. Before you know it, it's $100 to $150 per month just on streaming services. And here's the crazy part. They're only actively watching maybe 2 or 3 of those services. The rest just sit there charging their credit card every month while they do, and even remember they have them. Then add in music streaming, gaming subscriptions, app subscriptions, meditation apps, fitness apps, cloud storage, software subscriptions. Everything is a subscription now. I've seen people spending $300 to $400 per month on subscriptions they barely use. Let me show you what this costs over time. If you're spending $250 per month on cable and subscriptions, when you really only need $50 worth, that's $200 per month wasted. Here's what you need to do right now. First, go through your bank and credit card statements for the last 3 months and highlight every subscription charge. Make a list of everything you're subscribed to. Second, cancel everything you haven't actively used in the last 30 days. If you haven't watched Hulu in a month, cancel it. You can always resubscribe later if you want. If you haven't used that gym membership, cancel it. If you signed up for a free trial and forgot about it, cancel it right now. Third, for the subscriptions you keep, see if you can get them cheaper. Pay annually instead of monthly to get a discount. Share accounts with family or friends to split the cost. Downgrade to cheaper plans. Fourth, cut cable completely and switch to internet alone. You can get high-speed internet for $50 to $70 per month, and 1 or 2 streaming services for another $20 to $30. You just saved $60 to $100 per month minimum. Take that money and invest it. Stop wasting hundreds per month on subscriptions and entertainment you barely use. This is easy money to redirect toward wealth building. The fifth thing that poor people waste absolutely devastating amounts of money on is payday loans, cash advances, and predatory short-term lending. This is one of the most evil financial traps that exists, and it keeps people in a cycle of poverty they can almost never escape from. If you've ever taken out a payday loan, I need you to listen very carefully to what I'm about to say, because this could save your financial life. Here's how payday loans work. You're short on cash before payday, so you go to a payday lender and borrow $500. They charge you a fee of $75 to $100 for a 2-week loan. That might not sound too bad until you do the math. A $75 fee on a $500 loan for 2 weeks equals an annual percentage rate of 390%. Let me repeat that. 390% interest. That's not a typo. Credit cards charge 18% to 25%. Payday loans charge 300% to 500% APR. This is legalized loan sharking, but here's where it gets even worse. Most people can't pay back the loan plus the fee in 2 weeks because if they could, they wouldn't have needed the loan in the first place. So they roll it over and pay another fee, and another, and another. People end up paying $500 in fees to borrow $500. They pay more in fees than the original loan amount. I've seen people trapped in this cycle for years, paying thousands of dollars in fees and never getting out from under the original loan. The payday loan industry makes $9 billion per year in fees, and it all comes from the poorest people who can least afford it. And it's not just traditional payday loans. Now there are cash advance apps like Dave Earnin and Bridget that let you borrow against your next paycheck. They claim to not charge interest, but they charge subscription fees, fast funding fees, and pressure you for tips. It's the same predatory model, dressed up in a friendly app interface. Rich people would never ever take out a payday loan or cash advance under any circumstances. They would rather ask family for help, sell something they own, pick up a quick side gig, or use a credit card, which, while not ideal, is still 10 times better than a payday loan. They understand that these loans are financial poison that will destroy any chance of building wealth. Here's what you need to do if you're caught in this trap. First, if you have payday loans right now, stop rolling them over. I know it's hard, but you need to break the cycle. Talk to the lender about a payment plan. Many states have laws that require payday lenders to offer extended payment plans at no additional cost if you ask. Second, if you absolutely need emergency money, explore every other option first. Can you pick up a quick gig like Uber, DoorDash, or TaskRabbit for a few days? Can you sell something on Facebook Marketplace? Can you ask your employer for an advance? Can you borrow from family? Literally anything is better than a payday loan. Third, build an emergency fund as fast as possible so you never need these loans again. The sixth thing poor people waste money on is luxury items they buy specifically to impress other people and look successful, even though they're broke behind the scenes. I'm talking about designer clothes, expensive jewelry, latest smartphones, luxury handbags, expensive sneakers. Anything that screams, "Look at me, I'm successful," when really you're drowning in debt. This is the keeping up with appearances trap, and it's devastating. Poor people will spend $1,000 on a Louis Vuitton bag, or $300 on a pair of Jordans, or $1,500 on the newest iPhone when they have $147 in their savings account and $15,000 in credit card debt. They care more about what strangers think than their actual financial security. They need people to think they are doing well, even if it means they one emergency away from financial disaster. Here's what's crazy about this behavior. People you're trying to impress don't actually care about you or your possessions. That person who noticed your designer bag forgot about it 3 seconds later. Those people who saw your luxury car on Instagram don't care about your life. You're spending real money to get fake validation from people who don't matter. Meanwhile, actual wealthy people wear normal clothes from regular stores. They drive reliable cars. They use their phones until they break. They don't feel the need to prove anything to anyone because they know what they actually have in their bank accounts and investment portfolios. Let me tell you about a study that'll blow your mind. Researchers found that people who drive luxury cars are more likely to be in debt than people who drive regular cars, even when controlling for income. That means people driving BMWs and Mercedes are more likely to be broke than people driving Hondas and Toyotas at the same income level. The luxury car drivers are spending all their money on looking rich, while the regular car drivers are actually saving and investing. Broke people think wealthy people dress in designer clothes and drive exotic cars. Real wealthy people think broke people dress in designer clothes and drive exotic cars. The truly wealthy are wearing jeans from Costco and driving a 5-year-old sedan because they need external validation. Here's what you need to do to break this trap. First, get brutally honest with yourself. Look at your closet, your accessories, your gadgets. How much of this did you buy because you actually needed it and it brings value to your life? Versus how much did you buy to impress others or keep up with people? Second, stop following people on social media who make you feel like you need to compete with material possessions. If seeing someone's luxury lifestyle makes you want to go shopping, unfollow them immediately. Third, sell the luxury items you bought that you don't actually use or need. That designer bag sitting in your closet could be $500 in your investment account. Hey! Those expensive shoes you wore twice could be $200 invested. Turn these liabilities into assets. Fourth, when you want to buy something expensive, wait 30 days and ask yourself, will this matter in a year? Will it improve my life in any meaningful way? Or am I just buying it for the temporary validation? If it's the latter, invest that money instead. Remember, the real flex isn't designer clothes and luxury cars. The real flex is having financial freedom, zero debt, and a growing net worth. That's what actually matters. Stop wasting money trying to impress people who don't care about you. Start investing money to impress your future self who will thank you. And finally, the seventh and most expensive thing poor people waste money on is actually nothing. They let it sit in savings accounts, earning 0.01% interest, while inflation eats away 3% to 4% of its value every single year. This is the silent wealth killer that almost nobody talks about, but it's costing you more than everything else combined. Here's what I mean. Let's say you have $10,000 sitting in a regular savings account earning basically nothing. That money loses buying power every single year due to inflation. In 10 years, that $10,000 will only have the buying power of about $7,000 in today's dollars. You've lost $3,000 just by keeping it in savings. But if you had invested that $10,000 in an index fund, averaging 10% return, now let's look at an even more devastating example. Let's say you save $300 per month in a savings account for 30 years. You'll end up with about $108,000 plus maybe $5,000 in interest, so $113,000 total. Not bad, right? Rich people understand that money needs to work for you. Cash sitting in a savings account is lazy money doing nothing. They keep 3 to 6 months of expenses in savings for emergencies and invest everything else aggressively. They know that over long periods of time, the stock market always goes up. Yes, there are crashes and recessions, but if you stay invested and don't panic sell, you come out ahead massively. Here's what you need to do right now. First, if you have more than 6 months of expenses sitting in savings doing nothing, you need to invest the excess immediately. Open a brokerage account with Vanguard, Fidelity, or Charles Schwab. It takes 15 minutes. Second, start investing in a simple low-cost index fund that tracks the S&P 500 or total stock market. You don't need to pick individual stocks or try to time the market. Just buy the whole market and hold forever. Third, set up automatic investments. Have money automatically transferred from your checking to your investment account every time you get paid. This removes emotion and willpower from the equation. Fourth, never stop investing, especially during market crashes. When the market drops, you're buying shares on sale. Those are the best times to invest, not the scary times to sell. Fifth, educate yourself about investing. Read books like The Simple Path to Wealth by J.L. Collins or A Random Walk Down Wall Street by Burton Malkiel. Watch educational videos. Learn how compound interest and index funds work. The more you understand, the less scared you'll be. Not investing is the most expensive mistake you can make. Every year you wait costs you tens of thousands in lost growth. Every dollar that sits in savings instead of being invested costs you multiple dollars in the future. Stop letting your money be lazy, put it to work. Start investing today and watch your wealth grow exponentially over time. So there you have it, the 7 biggest things poor people waste money on that keep them broke forever. Brand new cars, lottery tickets and gambling, eating out every day, expensive cable and subscriptions, payday loans and cash advances, luxury items to impress others, and not investing their money. Here's the thing. You might be guilty of some or all of these, and that's okay. The fact that you watch this video means you're ready to change. Awareness is the first step. So here's what I need you to do right now. Pick one of these 7 wastes that you're most guilty of and commit to stopping it immediately. Just one. Don't try to fix everything at once. Maybe you're going to cancel half your subscriptions today and invest that money. Maybe you're going to commit to cooking at home and packing lunch. Maybe you're finally going to open that investment account you've been putting off. Whatever you choose, take action today while you're motivated. If this video opened your eyes to where your money is going, smash that like button right now and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Drop a comment telling me which of these 7 you re most guilty of and what you re going to do differently. I read every comment and I'll give you personalized advice. Check the description for links to investment platforms, budgeting apps, and resources that will help you stop wasting money and start building wealth. Remember, it's not about how much you make, it's about what you do with what you make. Stop wasting money on things that keep you poor. Start investing in things that make you rich. Your future self is counting on you to make better decisions starting today. I'll see you in the next video.